Okay guys, TXRebel here. Just wanted to go over some of the things I'm doing. I'm actually going to start getting into some picking stuff instead of just unboxing things, as fun and as exciting as that is. Some of the video that I'm going to splice this with, I recorded the other day on Monday and Tuesday, so the Marine Corps birthday and then Veterans Day on Tuesday. But I ended up getting in my reload kit from Sparrow, so all of the practice locks that I've got from them. They've got, you know, a 2-pin, a 3-pin, 4-pin, 5-pin. I figure I'm going to leave the 3, 4, and 5. Eventually I want to take the 5 apart and see what's in it, because it really kicked my butt. Hey! Sorry. As you know, many dogs in the house. Anyway, I am going to repin the number 2, because that was just too easy to learn, so we can skip that one if I'm trying to help a friend or get somebody else into the sport. They can learn enough on the see-through padlocks, and the 3 is easy enough. So anyway, I'm rekeying this one, and basically the kit I've already taken out the stock one, but it comes with several different kits, and I'm guessing they get kind of progressively harder. But I figure I'm gonna rekey with one of them. But it came with a bunch of different pins, and I can start messing with stuff. I did get in my American Lock 1100, so to help work on my blue belt, I'm going to start getting into that thing and modifying it for a challenge lock. So stay tuned for that one. Once I get it done, I'll probably do a video on it and, you know, send it out to somebody that's subbed. So anyway. So what I've done so far is just got all my extra springs, everything laid out. I went ahead and kept the 2 standard drivers that came with it, but then I put in 3 serrated in spots 1, 3, and 5. Nothing crazy, just trying to learn and get better. And I'm still waiting on my blue lock to show up, so this will be good practice for me. I've got a 90 Alpha Pro coming to start working on that, but anyway. The key pins, when I put them in, just tried to go off the bitting and figure it out. And then a couple of them, I think I'd switched 2 and 4. One was a little high, one was a little low, so I switched them. But with the key in, you can see how they're here. So I'm guessing that's right. But again, I'm new, so if you're new, take it with a big grain of salt. If I tell you something wrong, I apologize. It's not out of malice. I am new in learning. But we're going to start putting all this one together. So for me, I'm just going to put all of my springs in here. Some other people in some other videos I've watched have said once you get the first 3 in or so, that coming in from the back side is easier instead of having to reach all the way through, and that makes a lot of sense to me, so I will be doing that as well. I do believe that these that one just came flying out. I believe these are pinned for, or milled for, yep, they are milled for 6. So you can go up to 6 pins in these. So the last one's not going to get anything. And then I'm going to work my way backwards again. Let me do this right. So to keep things organized, somebody else recommended that when you're looking at your pinning tray, the first one on the left, you know, we usually work left to right. That's pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So since I'm pinning backwards, I need to grab 5, even though they're the same pin. I'm just going to try and get in the habit of doing things the right way and the same way every time. So not necessarily the right way, but find what works for you. But find a method and a process, a procedure that helps you remember where you're at, what you're doing, and that way less likely to make mistakes. Let me grab it real quick. The first time I was taking some of these apart and messing with these this is the lock I got my green belt on, but I had bricked it messing up with it, so I actually had to drill into it, drill out the bolt that was holding it together, the security bolt that holds all this together, and then I stole the bolt from another lock to make it work to pick it, but I need to get online and find somebody that sells a replacement. But I'd clearly done something wrong, and I still not 100% sure what I'd done, so I don't know what happened with that thing. But anyway, and I'm already a little messed up in here. So there we go. Okay. concentrate on what you're doing and not on talking. So a little hard when it's a instructional video, and I've noticed also that my lighting is not the best in here, so I may end up get myself a little headlamp or something for when I'm doing this, and try not to blind you guys and the camera in the process. So even though I want to work backwards. Alright, we need to get a flashlight. Okay, so that got me to shut up, putting a flashlight in my mouth. You probably didn't notice because I'm going to have to figure out how to put music to the video, and that way we just don't have a big dead spot in there. Anyway, let's go ahead and put our follower in and see if we can't get this thing. I think it's this one. That looks like about the right size. If I'm putting that in there, then that means I need to come in from this side. And what I've found works for me is I will use, put this here, one of my picks and just press them down to get the follower in. I'm sure there's a better method, and I need to watch some other people's videos and see if I can't figure out how they've been doing that or what they recommend. But I don't know if you can see real well in here, but some of those pins stick up a fair amount. So getting them down and make sure they're in order and everything's proper, so that when you put the cylinder in, everything works properly and you don't brick it like I did with my 1100. Oh dear. So definitely going to need to do some experimenting on how best to get these in here and how best to film it so that you guys can actually see what's going on, not hear my dogs freaking out. And maybe that's the way, it's just doing it one at a time, getting in the one I need. And then proceeding. Try and get this a little better to where you guys can see it. Okay. So got that in. I'm loving my new tool holder that my buddy printed up for me. So let's get this in and see how this goes. Turn that around there. So I will say the nice thing is on some of the other cylinders I've messed with, you know, they stick out the back when you're actually taking apart padlocks and other things. The Sparrow set is nice. I did enjoy it when I first got it. I don't feel like I know enough yet to really judge. Some other people have said online that one of their gripes with the Sparrow set is that the machining tolerances are off, so it's not a good, there's some issues with learning on these, because it's gonna not give you realistic feedback, and I don't think I'm experienced enough yet to really know for sure whether these are teaching me something or holding me back or hurting me or, you know, whatnot. And, you know, bang for the buck if, you know, the coverts practice lock or whatever. So it's not all the way in, but we could at least get the key out and see if she's binding, and she goes, and it looks like I did it right. Yay! Anyway, so that's something I will probably have to revisit at some point and give you guys some feedback / my opinion on how these work for me. But as of right now, I've been fairly happy with them. Like I said in past videos, the number 5, the one with 5 pins, really kicked my butt. I felt like it was way harder than it should have been. The step up in difficulty from 4 to 5. I don't know if it was just the way that key was set up, the bitting on it, and if that was the increased difficulty, or if there was something in the machining, or if, you know, Sparrows accidentally sent me one with a security pin that I just wasn't ready for. So one of these days I'll repick it and mess with it. There we go. So she works. So now instead of having a, oh no, I need to tighten it up a little bit. Doesn't want to come out. The difficulty of that one was just, I don't know, it seemed like it was a lot more than it should have been. It was not a gradual step up. It was quite a bit of a jump, and maybe that was just, you know, me hitting a wall and skill gap. So that's totally possible too. So I don't want to disparage anybody, but okay, cool. So anyway, if you did end up buying these or are thinking about buying them, you can get a reload kit from Sparrows, and they will grow with you, which seems pretty cool to me. So anyway, at the same time, just buying a starter set from Greg Potter and learn all those, and then, you know, just practicing on actual locks. You can always rekey them and repin them. I'm learning that there's some different size pins. So, and then they've got, you know, different keyways as well. So they do have a kit where you can buy different keyway sets for these, so they're all different, so you get to practice the different wording in those. I thought about going that route, but at the same time, if I'm going to spend that money, I'm definitely leaning more toward spending my money on locks, actual locks, and working on getting them. So I'm a little excited. I've placed an order for several more locks that I'm not ready for yet, but I've ordered a blue belt lock a while ago, and they still haven't even shipped the thing, but it's supposed to be coming in later this month, and I'm looking forward to that. But like I said, I can start working on this for now, so I've got stuff I can do, and I've still got a handful of locks over here. I don't know if you can see those that I haven't picked yet that I need to mess with, or that are giving me a hard time. But I'm enjoying the journey, and I am anxious to try new challenges. So I went ahead and went online and ordered a bunch of stuff from the Lock Bazaar. Picked up some used locks, and I've got my, let's see, after blue, it's going to be purple, brown. The only red he had in stock. Trying to do the kick locks, the key and knob and key and lever, because I'm going to order some padlock bodies from Packlock that can take key and lock, and they're going to be color coded to what belt color that is. So I'm going to kind of try and build a set. I saw a video with somebody that had something like that, and I thought it was pretty cool. So probably not the most financially responsible route to go. Certainly going to be a little more expensive than it would be otherwise, but Anyway, I've got all the way up to my first black belt minus my red belt. The only one he had in stock was a brand new lock, and it would have cost as much for that one lock as all other 4 locks combined. So I kind of pumped the brakes on that one a little bit, and I'll be keeping my eye out for a red lock when I get to that point. But I'm ready for my blue belt. I want to play with it, but Amazon does not apparently want to ship that one out to me. So we will hopefully have that soon, but gonna keep working on these videos and trying to figure out my lighting and trying to figure out where my hands go and where the video goes and make it where we can learn together. So anyway, see you down the road.